Signs of a failing government is when they can no longer produce a monolithic information and communication. The government spokesperson Chris BARYOMUNSI gives a different communication from the first son MUHOOZI Kainerugaba in the bid to spin the political tension. On one hand, Chris BARYOMUNSI comes out to say that nobody is looking for Bobi Wine, and yet on another hand, MUHOOZI Kainerugaba comes out to say that they are looking for Bobi Wine. And this shows that there is something not going on well in government. In fact, Chris BARYOMUNSI said this.
Regarding the CDF does not speak for the government of Uganda, on record. But he likes Twitter communication. And he writes tweets. At times I do not read them, then shortly he deletes them. And I'm sure Ugandans have formed an opinion on his tweets. And I don't think, other than purposes of politicking, I don't think they take them as the official position from the government of Uganda. Like when he said, I am going to hang Dr. Besigye by June 6th. Did he hang him? He hung him. Did Ugandans believe that actually Besigye was aligned before hanging?
More or less. Yes, more or less.
No. So I think many right-thinking Ugandans, save for the politics and what, they just know he likes tweeting. At times he tweets, then he deletes and so forth. And I have been, for the record, saying those as a government spokesperson, I treat them as casual comments he makes on social media through Twitter. I have discussed this issue with the appointing authority, with the president. Admittedly, his tweets make my work a little bit difficult.
That is Chris BARYOMUNSI. In a video you were watching, he even came out to say that he told the appointing authority, which is the president, that General MUHOOZI Kainerugaba is giving him hard time on how to do his job. Because I remember Chris BARYOMUNSI has always come out to spin issues. Okay? To come out and say that Besigye is well, yet General MUHOOZI Kainerugaba, the first son, has ever come out to say that he's planning to hang Dr. Kizza Besigye. For those who understand, for me, I don't want to joke on MUHOOZI's statement. Normally, when he comes out to tweet, people come out to say that he's a drunkard. Among the history about MUHOOZI, drunkardness cannot be there. So if he tweets something, there is some coded message. Because he has normally tweeted something that has ever happened. When they attacked Bobi Wine's home, he released a picture of Bobby Chagrin sitting on the floor. And then you see government propaganda is coming out to spin this. But I think this problem is being brought because General Museveni is now 82 years old. He may not have the same grip and power in his government as he used to be. Even us in our family, they can tell us that your grandfather was so tough, but when his grandchildren even play in his beard. So in the purpose of this video, I've come to show you how the NRM government is suffering and is going to have a ripple effect in both the politics of our nation, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, Chris BARYOMUNSI of late has been doing propaganda in a bid to make the image of the NRM regime look good. And every time he has come out to do that, MUHOOZI has come out to buttress his point. In fact, MUHOOZI Kainerugaba does something without PR. General Museveni does something with PR. For example, whenever the opposition is beaten by the police, if that is brought at the attention of General Kaguta Museveni, will play PR and condone the police. But General Museveni will come out, General MUHOOZI, his son, will come out to say that indeed they deserved the beating. Okay, I remember when General MUHOOZI rumors came out on the Committee of Parliament that they were going to summon him, he called members of Parliament clowns. Indeed they are, because the Parliament was made toothless. In other democracies, a CDF to call parliament clowns, they can even push for his dismissal. But since they are toothless, since they are clowns as he called them, they cannot even pursue his dismissal because parliament as an institution was watered down. And during Anita among senior, he even acted as a catalyst to an extent of reporting ministers, of coming out to say that anything that is wanted by General Kaguta Museveni will pass. So indeed, most say the right thing, that parliaments are clowns and they did nothing. Okay? So Chris BARYOMUNSI will continue suffering like this because what we have is not a government, it's a junta. It can come out and say anything. And trust me, even if General MUHOOZI comes out to say anything, nothing will be done. To show you that General MUHOOZI can contradict anyone, because these tweets are said by the CDF, even if you're the government spokesperson, is the head of security. As we speak, they are still holding Bobby Wine's wife at home, and Chris BARYOMUNSI is coming out to say that they are not looking for him. In fact, when he did that show and talked about General MUHOOZI, that our tweets are inconsequential, the Secretary General of PLU is an organization which is headed by the first son Moses Karugaba, Daudi Kabanda, came out and told Chris BARYOMUNSI off, and he told him the following, and I quote, "Chris BARYOMUNSI, with due respect to you, Honorable Dr. Chris BARYOMUNSI, a known opportunist who came to government for political survival, you have no moral authority to despise General Moses Karugaba. You abducted a priest last election in Kanungu to suppress your opposition. You created the death of Mr. Garuga because you knew very well that as long as he had lived to date, you had no chance of returning to parliament. You belong to an unknown clique in RM that survives on political blackmail. You are even blackmailing the president now with your threats of running for speaker, such that you can be bought off the race with a big slot in cabinet. One major reason why people like BARYOMUNSI and his likes hate General Moses Karugaba is because they are aware that unlike Museveni who tolerates their blackmail, General MK can't and will never tolerate them. It is a question of time. Rewarding blackmail and mediocrity will come to an end." That is the Secretary General, who, by the way, cheers on General Moses Karugaba as he breaks the constitution, is attacking a full minister. And if you ask me truly, this is Chris BARYOMUNSI can do to the family rule. In fact, General MUHOOZI is saying the right thing, just that with PR, without PR. He called the parliament clowns. He has ever come out to this government spokesperson, yet he is the CDA. General MUHOOZI can even decide to furugumash the government spokesperson, and without the intervention of his father or his uncle Salim Sare, Chris BARYOMUNSI will be in Farouk joke. It is the truth. Okay? So for me, I keep on telling people that being the government spokesperson in Uganda is one of the hardest, because you are not speaking for the government, you are speaking for a family. There is no institution of parliament. If you count institutions that work in government, they may not be there. They can easily be eroded by the first family. And for me, when I look at Chris BARYOMUNSI going thus far, to an extent of sacrificing his brother, because Chris BARYOMUNSI comes from Kanungu, Kizza Besigye comes from Rukunjiri. They are blood brothers. But the rate at which he is sacrificing himself, even MUHOOZI Karugaba and Museveni look at him. You know, if someone uses you to kill your brother, he will never trust you. He will look at you as the most stupid person. That's what Chris BARYOMUNSI is doing. Of course, as my opinion remains yours truly, Mr. Makindi, Kabisula Imani Magali. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.